During the last several years, the residents of the village of DuPont have taken it upon themselves to revitalize their own community. In 1979, Paula Andre was elected mayor. She took a long, hard look at the village and discovered that very little, if any, maintenance had been done.
The on-street parking was inadequate, and there was no storm drainage system, and this caused huge ponding, particularly after heavy rains. Our streets were originally built of oil mat and gravel, but since the 1950s, there was no gravel or oil added. In some places, the streets wandered as motorists tried to avoid the larger potholes. Our utility system was not only inadequate, it had not been upgraded since it had been installed.
Our voltage system, our whole transmission system, was in very bad shape, and it was not a problem of 23,000 volts coming into the community. The problem originated from the substation internally within the community, and an examination of the wires and transformers showed the system to be in very, very bad condition.
The sewer system needs periodic weekly flushings with the fire hose in order to avoid backups to homes. And occasionally we have some very major repairs. I soon realized that our town was becoming a rental community because people were just moving elsewhere to find more vital neighborhoods in which to live.
The mayor had a clear idea of what should be done. She asked 20 residents of DuPont to be part of a task force.
Okay, goodbye.
A survey was taken to determine the population characteristics of the village and to determine what improvements the community wanted to see.
Here's, just pass them on down. Hi, Mr. Maida. Good to see you, too. Here's your folder. There you go. All right. Now, the folders which you have here before you include the results of our community needs survey, which we had recently in our town. Now, in looking over your folders, you will notice that the survey results say that
they came up with a timetable and a list of priorities to help guide them in their pursuit of federal grants and aid.
In water and sewer system improvements, also in the community center, street reconstruction, and last but not least, the undergrounding of utility lines.
Once the underground utility distribution system was completed and all of the old overhead electric and telephone system removed, the resurfacing of the streets began.
The funds that were secured from the Department of Urban and Housing Development through the Pierce County Office of Community Development paid for the resurfacing of all the streets in town except Barksdale Avenue. That translates into approximately 8,000 lineal feet of street construction. It did also pay for the sidewalk construction of approximately 5,000 lineal feet and the repair of old sidewalks.
Today, a little over 4 years after the task force first met, the engineering work for the new sewer system is well underway, and efforts to get construction funding have begun. Next, a community center is to be planned, funded, and built. DuPont has been successful because its history as a company town taught it how to work with people, agencies, and businesses. This legacy of cooperation with business continues through their active participation in the Puget Sound economic development community. A partnership also exists with private enterprise. Success will continue to be measured in DuPont because of a strong and effective administration led by a responsive and iron-willed mayor. And more importantly, because they are a town full of people who have enthusiastically taken control of their destiny.